Hi, this is the Drifter 18, and this is Earthworm Jim 2 on Super Nintendo on easy any percent. Uh, the timer starts when you press start. I'll be starting here in a second, and go. So the first level, there's a few skips here involving a double jump. The way the double jump works is when you're on a slope and you press the jump button 3 times, and on the third press you hold it, it'll allow you to do a double jump like that. And so that saves quite a bit of time. Normally you'd have to go and pick up some pigs and slide them down a chute and whatnot, so it saves quite a bit. Right here, there's a little skip. You can kind of do a little small jump and parachute, go through that wall. Saves a little bit of time. And then here is a newer skip where you can double jump here and go over the out of bounds there. And you can skip climbing up the waterfall, which saves only a second, surprisingly. So coming up here is another skip you can do. You don't have to do anything special, you just kind of have to jump at the very edge of that plank and then parachute. And then right here, you can shoot that house gun there, and it like overloads the game and allows you to skip this little boss section. So that was stage 1. So stage 2, we have Lorenz in the soil. So the sand in the Super Nintendo version is all RNG the way it crumbles. But we've found somewhat of a consistent way to get through here. So you can kind of jump through the sand once it gets low enough. And then right there was a clip involving being able to do the snot swing. Allows you to be able to reach that. And I'm just gonna... You just damage boost through most of this level here because you can get enough life. And right here, there's a strategy where you can shoot the soil just the right way where it'll always drop that little ledge there. And just kind of shoot your way up. And right here's where you kind of see where the the RNG is coming in. Alright, so you just gotta keep going up. You can kind of jump through the sand like that. And ideally you want to try to take out those enemies that are in your way, but I'm just going to try to just tank through everything. And then you can notice at the top right there's a timer. The timer counts down, and when it hits 0, it'll kill Earthworm Jim. But there's little clocks you can pick up to extend your timer. You don't really need to get them in this speedrun. I just get them just cause. The sandwich there gives you an extra 100% health. You can see there I just get another clip. Clipping through the ceiling is a pretty big deal in this level. Clip right there. You can do a double jump here to reach this ledge. Normally you'd have to shoot the soil above there to make a platform. Okay, there's the continue. And here's our boss. So basically you want to try to kill him, and then after you kill him you can kill all the little babies that he shoots out. And usually you want to try to be in the middle of the screen when you kill him. Saves a little bit of time. Okay, so this level always has RNG. What happens here at the end? So there's a taxi where it'll stop and pick you up. There's a taxi where it'll run after it. And then there's the fastest RNG is when you throw the anvil up and it just launches Jim out. That's the fastest. And then there's another one where the anvil just falls in Jim's head, and that's the second fastest. So this level, the first puppy love level, you basically only have to save that puppy there, and then there's another puppy that we're going to try to save right here. Or not right here, sorry. It's coming up here. First we gotta take damage. You want to line up underneath that funnel there, and then once he comes to grab you, you want to do the dash jump. And it'll be like a slight bit faster. So right here, we want to save this puppy. Oh, I didn't save it. Whoops. Normally you want to save that puppy. But since we have so much health in this level, we can take damage. Not a big deal. The Peter Puppy always does 30% damage every time he attacks you, so as long as you have more than 30% health, you should be able to tank it. This level's pretty boring, so this would be a perfect level for reading donations. You just want to be able to get the bomb to throw at Psycho, and you have to do that 3 times in a row. So, kind of notice that Psycho is just throwing endless puppies. It makes you wonder, where is the female puppy? The mother. Where's the mother of this puppy? Also, these puppies kind of look like Courage the Cowardly Dog. So there is a little bit of RNG in this level. Whether he throws them long or whether he throws them short, it's all RNG. This will be the last round right here. Okay, yeah, so that level is really boring. There's 2 more of those levels. Alright, so Billy People here. So there's a kind of a newer skip in here. So you can use this sheep here to kind of deboost out of bounds right here, and it allows you to kind of go in this little, like, I don't even know what to call this, like a muscle section or something. And then you can go up here and then just kind of go all the way to the top of the ceiling and just go all the way right. You can pretty much bypass like the entire level. Saves quite a bit of time. Normally you'd have to go in there. There'd be like a little bonus, like trivia questions that you'd have to do. And then you'd have to do the Simon Says section. So you skip all of that, which is great. Saves quite a bit of time. And you want to try to get Earthworm Jim over to that window over there, because he always spawns there. And then we got good RNG there. Okay, so this is Flying King, and it's one of the worst levels in the game. So right off the bat, you want to try to bounce this this little balloon, the bomb, and you want to try to escort it to the end of the stage. And we're using these little rockets here to boost the balloon a little bit. And I'm going to do that, and then we're going to backtrack and use these 3 rockets here to go to the end. Hit that balloon one last time, it should go all the way to the boss. And we use those little engines there. They actually give you a little bit more speed and control over the little rocket Jim's riding, which is very helpful. And you just want to kind of bounce the bomb here, and there's the boss. Kill the boss. Easy peasy. And here we go, another Puppy Love 2 level. So basically, this level, we're just trying to save all the puppies, essentially. You don't really want to take any more damage. And this level has RNG, whether or not you get a longer set of puppies or not. Sometimes you'll throw more puppies than usual. There's not a lot to say about this level. This would be another good level for reading some more donations, for sure. We got our first bomb. Round 2. So I guess I can explain on a few of the other controls in this level. So you can actually do a dive just like that. You can turn the marshmallow around like that. And you want to try to bounce the puppies pretty much the middle of the balloon. You can get them on the edge, but it's very difficult. I don't know if it's the hitbox, but like the area in which you can bounce it is not as large as it is in the Genesis version. There's actually quite a few differences from the Genesis and the Snes version. In the Genesis version, you actually can't switch your weapons. And in the Snes version, you actually can. And the section with all the soil in it, Lorenzen the soil, the soil section in there is actually no RNG on the Genesis version. Alright, so the last round. This is a somewhat more difficult round. You'll throw puppies more rapidly. Sometimes it'll make it almost impossible to save one of the puppies. That's pretty close there. And you, at the end of every run, when you throw a bomb at him, you always want to try to get Jim to be over by Psychro's house. Otherwise, the round won't begin. So I usually always try to get to the middle here, and then once he throws it, I'm left. Alright. Only one more of those to go. So this level here, there's a pretty big skip in it. So normally there's cows that come out of the ground there, and you have to bring them to the barns to open the doorways. But there's a skip here where you can actually bypass all of that and save like 4 minutes of time. But it involves a very tricky double jump. So there's kind of like a secret snot swing there, a sandwich there. You have to double jump to get on this ledge, and then do another double jump, and you can go over that invisible wall. And now all of the barn doors will be open. You just have to kill a few enemies on the way there. It's very nice that the sandwich is up there on the way to doing this skip, because having the extra health is very helpful towards the end of this speedrun. You're doing a lot of damage boosting. We got good RNG there, nice. Alright, so this level is kind of a strange level. So right away you inflate your head, and now you can float. And you can use those light bulbs there on the sides of the levels there to kind of boost Jim upwards, but it damages you. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. But generally you have enough health to be able to get through this level, no problem. And you can deflate, inflate during those little what do they call those guys? The little cats. a little possum there. He'll try to drop down and pop you. As long as you avoid him, you're alright. There's 2 more little cat guys there. And you only want to try to get one of those worms, because the worms give you bonus hits here, which slows you down if you have more than one. You have to get one. Alright, so ISO 9000. There's a lot of clipping through this level. So this, you can just fall through this floor here. And the cabinets will try to run into you and deal a bunch of damage. And if they corner you in a corner, you're pretty much dead. So here's another little clip. It's not really hard, just kind of jump right through the wall. And there's that. A short level. Normally you'd have to like find this little hamster ball and like put it in this little machine, and yeah. It'd be cooler to see that, honestly. It's it's way more interesting to watch how the game was intended to be played rather than skipping all of the cool stuff. That door chase is pretty simple. You just have to use that the little wardrobe thing to trip the door. And here's Puppy Love 3. You just want to save all the puppies. As many as you can. Sometimes we might drop one. If you have enough health, you could try to, during the, like, second or third round, you can try to drop a round of puppies. But I usually just try to save them all. Especially during a marathon, I'd probably save them all. But yet another good area to read some donations. This level's a little bit harder because he throws a lot more puppies in this round. I think in the next round I'd be throwing quite a few puppies. Yeah, so these are harder to save all of them. Get through some long ones there, and then through a couple short ones. Kind of throws you off. There's a ton of puppies. Let's see how much it lags with all the puppies he throws. Where are all these puppies coming from? I feel like there'd be no way for all these puppies to fit in that house. Especially the house that we're putting them into right now. Can't help but think that that house is overflowing with puppies right now. That right there was continue. I mean, extra guys, sorry. Whoops. Hope I don't drop any more. I could just drop them. I probably shouldn't do that. Yay, finally. Alright. Level 8. This level is pretty straightforward. Pretty much just want to run to the right. Try not to stop at all. So there's a lot of weird things going on in this level. There's a secret snot swing there. And for the most part, you want to try to avoid the straws or the things that try to damage you the most. For the most part, you can just whip them. I want to avoid these works here. All those little blue look like little atoms or something. They give you health. It's 5% each. So those griddles there will deal damage to you unless you turn them off there, and just hit the switch there. If you do a snot swing right before you grab one of these little ledges or whatever, it'll allow you to let go of the ledge at fall speed, which is nice. And these whips wrong. Oh boy. So that that brick gun is actually horrible. It's not very good. Okay. There we are. We're at the end of the level. And by the way, does this level just make you hungry? Fighting on top of it. Pepperoni pizza. So here, you want to shoot him as he falls down, and you can kind of just manipulate him into going in the same spot over and over and over again. And you want to shoot him a certain way. It'll go up faster. Like that was kind of slow. That's fast. Like that. I did not actually hit him. There you go. So here we go. Here's the last level. Normally you'd think on a final boss you'd have to fight him, but in this game we have to do a race. And you want to clear these little wheels here. You gotta shoot him with that blaster. And yeah, there's a lot of weird things going on. So there's like a snot swing, and there's these little barriers that come down. You gotta take care of another wheel. This wheel will launch you forward. Do another snot swing here. Gotta be careful of the ledge there, it's very tricky. And there's kind of a weird jump here coming up. So here, you'll get those little blue things there, they'll boost you. And you want to jump into that one, it'll boost you farther. And here, we're going to do kind of a scary jump. We'll be able to just barely make it over that. Use another boost, then double boost here. Those cannonball things will always block you most of the time. There we go. That's the end of the game.
Well done.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the game. I think this would be a great choice for a GDQ. It's been a while, and there's lots of new little optimizations to the run. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. And thanks for watching.